Speaking of 112, how did you guys wind up on Bad Boy Records? What was the process?
Well, it was start from high school. We were doing talent shows, and from one particular talent show, we were discovered by then our manager Courtney Seals. Courtney Seals brought us up to DARP Studios. That was Dallas Austin Recording Project. He had his situation. Brought us up there. Now we were originally brought to Tim and Bob, the producers, right? So that is the reason why a lot of those records on the first album, we recorded those records when we were in high school before we had a deal. Well, we put together some music and stuff like that or whatever. Dallas couldn't really see it at the time. So one time there was a mutual person that was cool with Puff. Puff heard a demo record that we had done, and he wanted to see how we sounded live. So he came down to Atlanta. Of course, you know, when you come to Atlanta, guess where you're going in the 90s? Club 112. Straight up.
Right.
So now I'm gonna tell y'all something. 112, we were too young. We were too young. Matter of fact, we weren't even 18, okay? We just, come on. But here we go. I snuck out of the house. I knew I was gonna get an ass whooping. It's all love. My mom's an evangelist, you feel me? I wasn't able to listen to secular music, but for my dogs and for myself, because we all live in Cleveland Avenue, Pool Creek. You know what I mean? Anybody knows about that at ATL, y'all know what time this is. I'm trying to move me, my family, and everybody who's with me out of there. So we went out there, man, it started raining. We looked at Puff. Puff was like, yo, sing something. Yo, I looked at him, and I didn't know who Puff was. Personally, I did not know who Puff was. But I looked at him like, yo, if he's going to be my way out of here, yo, I'm gonna sit up here and I'm gonna sing, because when I bring my narrow butt home, I'm gonna get my ass beat. So glad I did it. So that's how we did it. You know what I'm saying? So ended up, Puff loved it, signed us.
Now, when you went home, what variety of ass whipping did you receive? Did you receive the shoe flying past your face at 100 miles an hour?
No. Let's go to the next level. Let's go to the next level. Then it's not the shoe. See, a shoe you can run from. I can go left, go right. You know what I mean? No. My mom grabbed the almighty broomstick. Let me tell you something, man. My mom's really swift. She's really getting to with the wrist. You feel me? A woman, when she, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, she has a type of anger where she can, you know, she's a calm type person. So she's not pissed off. She can gauge her anger. So, you know, she, it was almost like nunchucks, right? You know, I got whooped up really good that night, but you know what? It was all worth it, trust me.
Now, the average black woman and women, anybody out here, if you are not understanding of the black experience, let me walk you through it real quick. Just give me a second, Slim.
Yes.
Black women can be very lethal with a shoe or with a broomstick. My mother's weapon of choice was a shoe. She could hit you in the eye from 300 yards away. Now, this man's mother, her specialty was a broomstick. Some people's specialty is the broom handle. Some it's the pan. There are black women out here. My mother was also lethal with the iron pan. I don't know if your mother had an iron pan. It was all black.
She did, but my dad felt that one.
Yes.
My dad definitely felt that one. You know what I'm saying? When he was in the doghouse, you know, he would say something grimy. You know what I'm saying? My dad was 6'3", 6'4", 250 pounds, and he was definitely scared of my mom, who was definitely, and I'm scared of my mom to this day. Yes, she's like 5'1", 5'2". I give her that. 5'2", maybe 125 pounds.
Sorry, with that pan, she's 6'7". With that stick, she's 7'2". So
my God, yes.
You got that. So now you have that. You get to New York, you fly to New York, you live in New York for a little while. What is it like? What's your first impression of Puff, and what happened after that?
Yo, you know, man, we were blessed to, like, once we got to New York, yo, Puff was cool. You know who really was like with us? Yo, the Notorious B.I.G. and Faith Evans. Man, yo. Big shouts out to not only just Big, but all the Junior Mafia. Lil C's was a kid, straight up. Now, for some reason, man, Lil C's was always driving for Big. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, he's so lucky, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets a chance to drive the Land Cruiser. You know what I'm saying? That's when the Lexus trucks was like off the chain. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? So Faith had the white joint. Big had the burgundy joint. When Big was like doing his promotions and shows, he would definitely bring us, you know what I'm saying, around, come to the shows and stuff. So a lot of the stuff, yo, we were learning off of experience from a straight up legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like our big brother, our big sister, like, yo, just definitely showing us love. So it's crazy.
What is your craziest Biggie story? If you spent that much time with Big, what's your craziest or most memorable story of Biggie? And what was he like for people who never met him?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something about Big. Now, he was definitely 6'4", 400 pounds, right? So his aura could be definitely, you know, it could be a little intimidating. You feel me? But man, Big was like a big teddy bear. Yo, he would give you the shirt off his back, right? So one time we had the show. Now, this was during the time where they had the East Coast, West Coast thing. Okay. So one time we had a show in Chicago. I'll never forget this. Now, the promoter booked us separate, and then he booked Biggie with Junior Mafia, right? So as soon as Big saw that we were on the joint, he immediately went to the promoter and said, hey, we're all a family, so we all perform together. They don't perform here, that, you know. So Big was closing the situation anyway. So he had basically told him, like, yo, they're in my set. You know what I'm saying? We're all a family. So this is crazy. Now check this out. It's in the middle of the East Coast, West Coast thing. So, you know, Chicago, you don't know how much this might fly. This might be maybe East Coast, might be a little West Coast. But today, it was definitely West Coast. All right. So as soon as, you know, every time they play like an East Coast joint, people were kind of like agitated. They were kind of lightweight booing. You could just kind of hear the wrestling. You know what I mean? So as soon as it was time for Big to perform, yo, so the guy from the radio station, he's like, and he's out there with the promoter, and he's out there introducing, and the crowd just, for some reason, just start, boo, boo, man, bad boy killers, and just craziness, you know. Man, Big walked out there. He grabbed the mic, and I think just his presence, man, everybody got real quiet. They started getting quiet. He was like, yeah, watch this. Man, Who Shot You came on, and the crowd went nuts. Hey, man, yo. And this was crazy. Then, now he's going on. Now, anybody goes to you go to a Biggie show, you know, Big don't take the accelerator off or anything. He's going to run his joints back to back to back. Ready to Die is in full effect. So right after that, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, he went right into it. Unbelievable. Biggie Smalls is the illest. The crowd's going nuts. They probably had a mosh pit out there. It was off the chain. And then right when he went into it started getting fly, because now Junior Mafia comes out. Now the crowd's going nuts. Oh, so then all of a sudden, you know, I know you've seen me in the video. True. So they singing that. Then all of a sudden, Big starts smiling. He had a smirk on his face. He's looking back. What he said, yo, I know who y'all came to see. And when I looked back at us like this, we were like, This must be our time. When we came out, then also he comes out and drops Only You. Oh my goodness, the crowd goes nuts. So then when we came out, you know, we doing our little steps. Everybody's going nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, yo, like, man, our career, it's like if it was a cheat code, our whole career was a cheat code because it was a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was absolutely amazing. So
Okay,
I'll never forget a lot of stuff.
Where were you when you first, because you spoke about the East Coast, West Coast war. Where were you when you first kind of heard that there was a problem? Fatman scoop.